It's okay to be spiritual, even if you're not religious, don't have any crystals to put under the moon, and don't have time to meditate.
Because that's when life gets fun, becomes fulfilling, and then you discover that it really is okay to be spiritual. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Views expressed are those of the hosts and guests' personal experiences. The information provided is not a substitute for professional advice, whether medical, legal, or otherwise. Welcome back. Hi, Lori.
Hey, Helen.
We've got a question.
We do. I have a question here. It says, I'm interested in doing some cleansing energy type stuff for myself, but I'm not sure where to start.
Great question.
This is a great question. And so if you're interested in cleansing your own body, I just want to say congratulations for recognizing.
Absolutely.
You've almost crossed a massive hurdle on your journey just in doing that and being aware that your energy is yours and other people's are their energy and this is your energy, and keeping that clean.
At a high vibration. Pure. Coherent, really, is a great word. Free-flowing.
Beautiful. So personally for me, energy clearing practices are really big in everything I do, particularly when I'm working with people, being able to protect myself and then clear any energy that is in the space as well as in my energetic body. Initially, I would say visualizations are the best number one go-to. I think everyone in the space can always do a visualization. You don't need anything on hand.
Absolutely.
You can do it anywhere.
In the moment, instantly.
And if you're in a situation that you don't like, go to the toilet. You can do it anywhere. So a great visualization is the snake skin. So the snake skin involves connecting down into the earth. So picturing roots coming down into the core. You wrap yourself around that core to anchor you down. And then we need to connect up to the divine to bring in that beautiful light energy that's going to clear us. So then we draw a cord up to the sky, to the highest point of a beautiful bright star you might imagine, or the sun, or just this ball of energy, bringing that down. And as you bring that down, it works through your body and it's clearing as we go. And I like to imagine it being pushed out to about 1 meter from my body. So as this light comes through our body, we're pushing it out into that meter. And then once we hit the ground, we just rush it down through the floor. And then I like to do a spiral.
All the way down into the center of the earth?
Yeah, we can push that down into the center of the earth. So that light is pushing down through us. And then anything that's out in our aura, which is about 1 meter in front of us, I like to do a spiral around my body and just kind of swish that down and then push it down so it follows the light down. So everything that is not for our highest good is in that, and we're sucking it down and the earth transmutes it and just takes care of it for us.
That's a lovely meditation. The other additional thing you could do once you've set all that up is imagine the beautiful loving energy coming up from the center of Mother Earth, up through that connection you've made, all the way up through your body, through your heart space, through your crown, all the way up that connection, all the way up to Father Sky. And then it's connecting Father Sky, yourself, and Mother Earth, and making this beautiful transmutation of energy between. It's like a trinity, isn't it?
Beautiful. And then once I've done that, which is definitely part of the process, I like to push it out around me and just visualize it there. And then because I'm very methodical.
You are.
I take my imaginary sword, wand, whatever your tools are, or even just your hand, and I like to do a little ding ding, like around me, like, the sound of a hand tapping a slide in a playground, or, a sword hitting a piece of metal. And so that to me is it's just a little reminder and a visualization, and, it's got the auditory link to it as well. And so we're just tight, we're clear, and it's there in front of me.
And then I guess it comes down to trust. You've done the work, you've done the visualization, and then it really comes down to trust. That this is real, that you have done the clearing, that the clearing will continue while you're going about your daily life. And you just got to trust. Faith and trust Our words for a reason.
And asking your guides to ensure that it remains there for the day. At the start, I was doing it daily, but sometimes I get very busy. So I just caveat my little thank you for protecting me in this bubble of light, assuring that it's this shield and maintaining it until the next time I can clear it.
Definitely.
Don't put the pressure on you to need to do this every day. If you can't, you do it when you can and they will take care of it until you can get back. And you will know when you need to come back and do another clearing.
Mm.
And alternatives to this, if you would like to get some tools in your toolkit, would be a selenite wand. I have a beautiful selenite wand from Unearthed Crystals in Ipswich. Beautiful girls down there. Absolutely love that shop. So my selenite wand is quite thick and I just do some aura sweeps with that. So like a rainbow from your left shoulder to your right shoulder and then another rainbow from your front to your back. And then I like to just swirl it around my body all the way down. You could also do that with some type of smoke in the same pattern.
Sage.
Incense. Anything you have on hand. You might have some rosemary in the garden you'd like to bundle up and throw around outside possibly so we don't set the fire alarms off.
Or you could use even eucalyptus leaves. It'd be nice.
Beautiful. And feel free to do that through your house as well. We can smoke and clear anything, but it's the intent that we do it with and the trust and doing it from a place of loving intent, not fear.
Oh, well said. That's a necessary qualification. Yep. It has to come from love and faith and trust.
And you're not clearing something in particular. You're not worried about it going. It's just, I'm just clearing my energy space, asking you to protect me and shield me as I go about my day and trusting in that.
For me, when I feel heavy energies, it just feels heavy. And so I always just accept that I can feel the heaviness and let the light rush in. So it can be as simple as that. Just imagine your body filling with light. Imagine your home filling with light. Imagine everything, your place of work or your business filling with light. Isn't it interesting how they all use imagination?
And the visualizations are so key. You think you're making it up. You think it's all in your head. It is not in your head. This is how it works.
Well, it's in your head and it's everywhere else as well.
And it 100% works. But if you might be struggling with this or you're not sure how to do it, Carl Gray, I don't know, should we just mention him every episode? Because I'm in love with Carl Gray. He has this beautiful, type it into Google, it's an evening meditation, Angelic Protection 101. And that will take you through the process. And it also has a nice, beautiful just soundtrack at the end that you can plug in as you go to sleep. And I will do that every night. Because what's a night without Carl Gray's voice in your ears in bed?
Oh, dear. Another thing that I like to do is I like to get out in nature. And I usually go for a walk with my dog because, she's great too. She's got great energy. Pets usually bring beautiful energy. And when I'm out in nature, I'll ask my guides and my spirit team to help cleanse this worry or whatever it is that if I can put words around it, great. If I can't put words around it, no problem. I just have to say this heaviness or this dense energy. And then sometimes it's really magical. You can just be walking along and suddenly this big wind just comes. And I'm like, oh, it's blowing it all away. And then I allow the wind to carry all my problems away. And everything seems better.
And that's beautiful because stepping into your spiritual journey is finding what works for you. And so if you don't like to visualize a light, you can visualize a color or a flame. The violet flame is quite big in meditation. So if that's something that resonates with you, look up some violet flame daily clearing meditations.
With Saint Germain.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Or if you don't like having crystals in your house, bring some more plants in. Plants are just incredible creations, but they anchor light because of the whole photosynthesis thing. So bring more plants into your house.
And speaking of photosynthesis, the scientist in me goes to the sun. And so cleansing with the sun or the moon, both beautiful, very highly energetic beings or energies that we can bring down. So sometimes I will go outside early in the morning because I'm very pale and get sunburnt easily. So I get the early sun and I look at it and close my eyes and visualize it just penetrating every cell in my body and picturing that sparkle that comes out and sending it out further and further to a meter or a meter and a half in front of me, and then just sitting in that space. So you really can find whatever works for you wherever you are. And if you're inside and you can't see the sun, or you like the sea or the water, picture being there.
Absolutely. It really comes down to your imagination. And I think, we really wanted this podcast to have no rules, no rituals, and no religion. So it really does come down to your imagination and your faith and trust. There's not one answer to this question. So it really is about trying a few things. As you said, feeling what works for you. It's always about feeling, sensing the resonance. But yeah, so we just really hope that this has answered the question. Perhaps we've raised more questions than we've answered, but send in the questions. We love answering them. And until the next episode.